In this video, we will find the principal value of inverse function in a second. For this, I have divided the 6 trigonometric ratio into two groups, group A and group B. Group A contains sin inverse, tan inverse, cosec inverse, and group B contains cos inverse, cot inverse, and sec inverse. We will see if the angle is positive. In the bracket, we use theta as acute angle, both from group A and group B. And we will see if the angle in the bracket is negative and that contains from group A, we use minus theta for principal value. And similarly, if the angle is negative in the bracket and that contains in group B, we use pi minus theta for the principal value. We will see how it can be done. If sin inverse minus half, then its principal value will be sin inverse, then its principal value will be, we will see this example. We will see all this in this example. An example is sin inverse minus half. Since the angle in the bracket is in minus, negative, and sin inverse belongs to group A, we will use minus theta for principal value. Principal value will be, and this principal value will be minus pi by 6, because sin pi by 6 is equal to half. So we will only write minus theta and the principal value will be obtained. And if we take some trigonometric ratio from group B, that is cos inverse minus half. So cos inverse minus half is in group B, and cos inverse minus half is in group B, and we will use, and the angle in the bracket is negative, so we will use pi minus theta. Here answer will be pi minus pi by 3, because cos pi by 3 is equal to half. So the answer will be pi minus pi by 3. We use pi minus pi by 3 for principal value, and the answer will be 2 pi by 3. And if the angle is positive, then it is clear. Cos inverse, for this we will say cos inverse half, and cos inverse half is clear that it can be written as cos inverse cos pi by 6, and pi by 6 is acute angle, so answer will be pi by 6. This is the example of cos inverse group B, and the angle is positive. So we will use only, if we find negative angle, we will use pi minus theta, and the condition is that in the question there will be sin inverse, tan inverse, or cosec inverse. And if the angle is negative and belongs to group B, that is from cos inverse, cot inverse, sec inverse, then principal value will be pi minus theta, and theta is acute angle. And if the angle is positive, then we will see, this is not a harder question to find principal value, because theta is acute angle in such cases. This is the example of this is cos inverse half. In this formula, we will find the principal value in seconds if the angle is negative. Thanks for seeing this video. If we want to see such type of again and again, then you will subscribe my video.